Hello everyone, welcome to another video by Upgrade or Trash IT, and in this video I've got the Latitude E7240 and I'm going to walk you through how to install a copy of Windows 7 Pro on it. Now before I do that, I want to just show you something in the setup menu that you should check because it has caused me a great deal of stress when I've been trying to install Windows 7 on this laptop, and we need to check that the settings in the BIOS are set in a certain way. So let me show you what to do. First of all, we're going to turn the laptop on. We're then going to go to F2 to go into the setup menu. And then in here, I want you to take a quick look at the boot sequence and make sure that the boot list option is set to legacy, not UEFI. And you can see here that mine is. Once you go down there, make sure you once you've selected legacy, make sure you click on apply and then click on exit. And that will hopefully get rid of one of the big obstacles that I've had in installing Windows 7. Right, it's restarting itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to press F12. I've got a memory stick with a copy of Windows 7 Pro on it. So there we go. Under the legacy option here, I'm going to go to USB boot. And off we go. Very quickly, this machine is a 64-bit machine. Make sure that your copy of Windows 7 Pro is 64-bit. It will just save a lot of time and a lot of angst. Again, speaking from bitter experience. Okay, I'm going to leave all those settings to the US, set to the US for now, and let's go for it. Just get it starting on the install. Okay, I'm going to accept the terms very quickly. I'm going to go for a custom advanced. I'm then just going to delete some of these partitions. Just give me 2 ticks. There we go. And this is where the installation proper starts. The files are taken from the USB stick and they're being put on the laptop. As soon as I know that it is proceeding smoothly and easily, I will pause the video to save us a bit of time. There we go. So the file swap and copying is almost complete. And we're just about to go into our first restart. Now, I would expect this installation on this computer to take around about 10 minutes. The E7240 has got an i5 4th generation processor in it, and originally it came with 4 GB of RAM. This has got 8 GB of RAM, and it's got 128 GB solid state drive on it. Also, you may notice the vertical line to the left of the starting Windows message now on the screen. That is because the screen on the laptop that I've got is faulty. You shouldn't have one on your E7240 at home. Okay, so let me just put a name in here. Okay, hang on, there's a bit of an issue here with my passwords. Okay, I'm going to skip the activation. I'm going to go to recommended settings. It needs to be here in the UK, London settings. The time is absolutely fine. Okay, so here we go. The basic setup has finished, but we can see from the basic setup, and by the way, that was just over 11 minutes. We can see that although Windows 7 has finished installing, important drivers, those pieces of software that make all the different pieces of hardware work within the laptop, aren't installed. For instance, this is the wrong resolution, so we need to find the driver for the display adapter, and we can also see here that there is no Wi-Fi either. So that's another adapter that we need to find. But the thing about a Windows 7 installation is that even before we find those device drivers, we need to install some updates, some security updates, which are missing from this installation. And I'll show you the exact ones that you need to download in the next part of the video. So there are 3 security updates that we need to locate and then download and then install onto our Latitude E7240 even before we worry about trying to find and then download the specific drivers themselves. Now, I don't know why this is that any installation of Windows 7 on a Dell laptop that I've tried to do won't let me download any drivers before or install any drivers before I have downloaded and installed these security updates, but I've done it several times. So here they are, and each one of these we are downloading them from the Microsoft website, so they're totally safe and they're totally free. So the first one that we're looking for is KB3179573. So I've just put that into Google, and immediately you get the Microsoft Update Catalog as your #1 result. So we're going to go there and we're going to look there. Now the thing is that the E7240 is a 64 based system. So make sure that you go for the 64 base one here, which is this middle one. So I'm just going to do download, click on it once more, and there we go, we've got it. That's the download that we've done. The second security update is the KB44744119, and again, Microsoft Update Catalog. Remember that we are looking for a 64 base system, and so it's here. It's second to last here. Ignore all those top ones and just do this penultimate download button. And again, should only take a few seconds. And there we go, there it is as well. And the third security update that we need to download is actually, we need to download the Windows Update agent. Okay, so again, just put that into Google, and then you're going to come up with another page on the Microsoft website. This one here. Scroll down through all of these. This is all Windows Server stuff here. Windows 8 at the top. And here we go here on the standalone packages for Windows 7 Service Pack 1. It's 64 base version. So it's going to say there's a potential security risk and just allow the download. Okay, takes a few seconds and there we go. Now I've downloaded these security packages on a separate computer, so I'm going to whack them on an external hard drive and then connect that hard drive to the E7240 and show you how to install them. So here I am, I'm back at the Dell E7240 and I've got the security updates which are on my external hard drive on the screen in front of us. And these updates need to be installed in a certain order. And the first one that we need to do is the update that ends in 573. So let's go. Now, each update will only take a minute or so to install, and then it requires a restart. So it really is a very fast process, even though it is so frustrating that we even have to jump through these hoops. Okay, so the next update that I want to install is the one ending 419. Here it is, you can see it's highlighted on the screen. I don't know why these updates need to be installed when after a Windows 7 installation. All I know is that on every Dell that I've installed Windows 7 Pro on, I need to download these three updates in order to get any of the device drivers working. Okay, so the third and final update is actually to install this Windows Update agent. And there we go. Just to be on the safe side, I am going to do a restart. But those are the 3 security updates that we needed to install. And now we're at the point where we can download those important device drivers to get this copy of Windows 7 Pro working as properly as can be.
So here we go. We're finally at the point where we can download these drivers to get Windows 7 working correctly on the E7240. And I would dearly love it if I could just show you one page where you could simply go and be guaranteed to get all of the right drivers from. But I can't. The first page that we need to look for is the Dell support page. So go into Google, type in Dell support. It's going to take me to the one in the UK. Then under the heading identify your product, I've already done it. You can see it here, Latitude E7240. And this is a page that tells you everything you want to know about one of Dell's laptops, and in this case it is the 7240. And what we want to do is we want to go to the download and drivers page, and then under here we want to go for find drivers, and then we can filter it down a bit more. We want to go to Windows 7 64-bit. There are 3 drivers that I want to look at and I want to locate and download. The first is a chipset driver. The second is the graphic or the display driver, and the third is the Wi-Fi driver. So if we look here, we can see that this one here is the one that we want to install for the chipset. So Intel Management Engine Components Installer, that's the one we want for the chipset. So I'm just going to do a download. You can see it's just over 100 megabytes. Take a few seconds. Okay, the next one we want is the Intel Wi-Fi driver. Okay, so again, that's what it is there. And we're just going to do a download. And again, a few seconds. And then it's done. And then finally, we want to go for the HD graphics driver, which is right at the bottom here of my page. And again, just do download. Now, in an ideal world, I should be able to put those downloads on an external hard drive, connect them to the E7240 and install them, and everything will be groovy. But I've had so many problems downloading drivers that don't work from these Dell support pages that I'm forced to use another page. So open another tab on your browser, and then you can see here I've just typed in chipset driver E7240, and the site you want to go to is DriveEscape. There are dozens of these driver websites out there, and they promise you that they've got all of the right drivers for your particular laptop, and many of them then want you to install some pretty dodgy software. What I like about this website here is you're only installing drivers, you're not installing any other kind of crapware, and that they seem to work. So you can see here we've got the Latitude E7240. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go down, we're going to filter it down a bit more to Windows 7 64-bit. And yeah, what we're going to do is I'm going to download the same 3 drivers to give us, so that if the other ones don't work for the installation, then I've got some backup and I've got some safety. So here we go. I'm just going to go to network and wireless driver. It's the AC7240. And I'm just going to download it. You can see I've just got a little captcha to fill in, but that's all. Simple as that. It goes in there. It's a zip file. The next one that I want, I'm not going to worry about the audio one. Here we go. It's a system and chipset driver. I'm just going to download that one as well. Now, what's interesting actually about this page is they don't have the graphics driver for the E7240. So we're going to have to rely on this one here that we downloaded from the Dell website. So that's it. We've located and downloaded the ones we need. We just need to put them onto an external hard drive, take them over to the E7240 and install them successfully, hopefully.
So here we are, we're back on the E7240. I've got my external hard drive with all of these drivers and the backup drivers from the website ready to install. Now the first one that we've got to install is the chipset driver. Okay, we have no choice over that. If you don't install the chipset driver before any of the other drivers, there's a danger that the other drivers won't install properly. So let's go for this. This is the one from the website, from the Dell website here. So we'll just double click on this, keep our fingers crossed and hope that this installs. Okay, so it's telling us that an upgrade isn't there and it can't install itself. So let's go for this one. This is the backup one from the DriveEscape website. And the file is inf underscore all OS. So let's click on this and see if we have more luck installing this. Okay, so we're going to do a restart, but that looks as though it's installed. So in terms of website, it's Dell support website none and DriveEscape 1. See what I mean by how unreliable, unfortunately, the Dell website can be. Okay, so let's go back to my external hard drive. And the next one that I want to install is the graphics one. Let's see if we can sort out the resolution on this blasted screen. So again, let's opt, well, there was only one option. This is from the Dell website, so hopefully this will work. Otherwise, we're a bit stuffed. There we go. So that driver we got from the Dell support website, and that seems to work. but the proof will be in the pudding. When it restarts, we should see the resolution nice and crisp and a lot smaller and sharper. So let's see if it's successfully installed the graphic. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we've successfully sorted out our screen. In fact, it's possibly so successful, I don't know how easily you'll be able to see some of these files that I'm navigating towards. So the next one that I want to do is the Wi-Fi. So this is the one from the Dell support website. It's the file that starts with Intel 82607265 Wi-Fi driver. So hopefully this will install. So let's just double click. And I'm just going to select the install option here. I shall click the licenses. Excellent. That seems to have installed correctly. And you can see in the bottom, I'm just going to get rid of that message there. In the bottom right hand corner, we've gone from the monitor screen with the red cross to the Wi-Fi bars. And if I just click on there, those are all my local Wi-Fi networks. So that's also installed successfully, and that's one from the Dell website as well. So that's really, really encouraging. So I'm going to go back into my external hard drive, and one final time, I actually also downloaded the Bluetooth driver. So you can see it here, there's a file with Bluetooth in it. So I'm just going to install this for good measure before I finish this video. Accept the license. I'm going to do the typical excellent, and that's also installed correctly. You can see the bottom right hand side, we've got the Bluetooth icon there as well. So we've successfully installed 4 device drivers: the chipset driver, the graphics driver, the Wi-Fi driver and the Bluetooth driver. And you can see that that has made this Windows 7 Pro installation a lot better and a lot more complete.